Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our webinar on Agent Incorporation in Ontario, how real estate agents can form their own personal real estate corporation. My name is Mark Weisleder, and I'm delighted to be with you today. Little background about me. I've been a real estate lawyer in Ontario for over 35 years. I'm a best-selling author. I've been a guest real estate expert on many of the news programs and radio shows. I've been quoted by every national newspaper on issues like COVID-19 and changes to residential tenancies, and I'm a senior partner with Lawyer.ca. These are the books that I've written. Anyone interested can just send me an email to mark@realestatelawyer.ca. Why our firm? Well, our firm really has made real estate purchases and sales simple, especially during the time of the pandemic. We sign up most of our clients worldwide by video conference using DocuSign 7 days a week. So there's no need for anyone to take off of work or travel to sign any paperwork, and we can close a real estate deal anywhere in Ontario. For real estate brokerages, we send the commission check as the same way we send to our sellers after closing, EFT, so the funds are in your account with no hold by the bank. And we are also a bill payment at all the major banks. So buyers do not have to line up and pay wire fees to transfer closing funds to our firm. They can do everything online without a mask from their computer. On the day of closing, we notify everyone as soon as the deal is registered. We have long provided lock boxes for sellers for the keys, and I'm delighted that we are doing this for most deals today to avoid having to meet for the exchange of keys and maintain social distancing. And I'm always available to assist with any real estate question you may have, mark@realestatelawyer.ca. So we'll put up a disclaimer that, of course, everything I'm saying doesn't constitute legal advice, as I am not acting for you, but I would be delighted to provide that advice, and there's my contact information for you anytime. So there are changes coming to the Real Estate and Business Brokers Act. It's not yet, but there will be a new name, Trust in Real Estate Services Act. And that says something to me, because it should be implemented, hopefully, by the end of the year. And the name says something, because it says to the buyer and seller that when you're going to sign the largest contract in your life, shouldn't you trust the agent to properly protect you? But similarly, for many of you watching this webinar, you have to make a decision. Should you incorporate? And when should you incorporate? And it's not the same for everyone. It's complicated. So similarly, should you do this yourself online, incorporate a company and just start doing it? Or should you have a professional team of lawyers and accountants to assist you? So as of October 1st, 2020, agents are now able to incorporate, and you've heard the term PreC, stands for your own personal real estate corporation. Agents have been asking for this for years to try to get some of the tax advantages available to doctors, lawyers, and accountants, and it is now here. So I'm asked often, if I have an existing corporation, should I use that, or do I have to set up my own PreC for myself? My view is that you should be setting up your own corporation. You shouldn't intermingle it with anything else. Just think of it as a commission corporation. That's all this corporation is going to do. It's going to receive the commissions payable to you from your brokerage directly into this corporation account. It's not going to do anything else. It's just collecting your commission. Now, people ask me about the name, and I'm suggesting put your personal name in this corporation, maybe followed by Inc. or Limited. You don't want to use this in any way as a marketing tool. So you don't want to put the word homes or properties in this name, because you can't use this corporation to advertise. You can only advertise the way you do today, your own personal name and your brokerage name. Why? Because this corporation cannot trade in real estate. That's very important. So you see, when you sign a listing agreement or buyer representation agreement after you incorporate, you're still going to use your personal name. You can't use this corporation. This corporation is not insured under your RICO insurance policy. You are insured. So you see, you don't use this corporation for anything other than to say to your brokerage, please pay my commission to my corporation. And there are many of you who have already listened to accountants. There are tax advantages in incorporating, but they are not for everyone. So one rule is that if you're taking out all of the money from your corporation every year, you probably will not have any tax advantages. So you must speak to your accountants. But just based on some principles of accounting, most people will be able to benefit because, number one, you can take money out by dividends, which may have a lower tax effect than just taking it out as salary, or you can take it out both ways. You'll be able to choose a year end. So if, as an example, you chose a year end of November the 1st, 2020, you can literally push all the income that you may earn in November, December this year into a subsequent year. And whereas if you had to declare that income in 2020, it would probably be at the higher tax rate. With certain restrictions, you'll be able to employ family members who provide services to this corporation and perhaps figure out ways to split your income legally that way. Also, you will have the ability to transfer commissions payable after incorporations for work that you did before incorporation, because really the invoice is not rendered for your work until the deal is closed. So some of you may have pre-construction contracts that were done 2 years ago that may not come due for a year. You'll be able to, in many cases, just transfer that income into your personal real estate corporation. But as I've said, everyone will be treated differently. You should all speak to an accountant first before making that decision to incorporate. So now we come to RICO. What are the RICO requirements for the corporation? And so number one, the agent, each of you, you have to be the sole officer, president, director, and the controlling shareholders of all voting shares in your corporation. So you are the one main person who runs the show. And your family members, they can hold other classes of shares, but they cannot be voting shares. So you will be able to do some tax planning with that ability. And only the controlling shareholder can trade in real estate. So you see, this is why two agents cannot be part of the same PreC. A team member can't be part of the same PreC as the team leader, but there's nothing stopping several members of the same team from each having their own personal real estate corporation if their circumstances suggest that they should have that. And the controlling shareholder has to be employed by the brokerage, which you are today, and the corporation can only receive remuneration for trading in real estate from the brokerage for the work of the controlling shareholder. And then what RICO says is the agent has to enter into an agreement with the new corporation and the brokerage regarding remuneration that says all future commissions, remunerations will be payable to the personal real estate corporation. They don't say what that agreement should include, but they just say there must be an agreement. And it's up to the agent to provide proof to their brokerage that the corporation they've set up complies with all RICO requirements. And then once incorporated, what you would do as an agent is you would just send an email to this address, registration@rico.on.ca, with the name of you, the agent, the name of your corporation, and the address of the corporation. And you choose that address. Many agents that I've already incorporated are just choosing their home address for the address. So our firm is providing a very low cost incorporation package to all agents in Ontario. And we've seen what other people are charging. So we've reduced our fee to $600 plus HST and disbursements, and I calculate all in at $1,350. We have already set up these corporations so they absolutely comply with all RICO requirements. You will be able to use the share structure for your own specific circumstances. We can do this within a week to 10 days, and we've also prepared the agreement for the brokerage to sign that completely protects the brokerage, the agent, and the personal real estate corporation. And we will give you instructions how to email to RICO to get this started. So we can get you going literally within a week to 10 days with everything you need to know about establishing your own personal real estate corporation. So if you have any questions, I would be delighted to answer. Real estate lawyers, we have over 32 offices. We can close deals anywhere in Ontario. Here's my email address, mark@realestateLawyers.ca, or just call me directly with any questions. So with that, I want to say thank you for being here, and good luck to you in making this decision about whether to incorporate. Thank you very much.